We move from the greatest common factor into factoring a trinomial, which has 3 terms. And so what happens is we have to think of more than just the number and variable it has in common, because this is a completely different problem. So let's say we're trying to factor this trinomial. And you'll see I can't take a variable out because there's not one behind the 12. So we're going to have to do something different here. But I can still take a number out, because if I do my little table here, 4 is 4 times 1, or 2 times 2. 16 is 16 and 1, 8 times 2. 12 is 12 and 1, 6 and 2, and 4 and 3. So the largest number I actually have here is 2. So I'm going to take that 2 out, and that's going to make my life simpler. Oh, wait. It's actually going to be 4. Sorry. I forgot 4 times 4. So we're going to take that 4 out. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. So I have just a 1 here. And I can't take any variables out, so I can rewrite those. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And I can't take a variable out, so that x stays. And then 12 divided by 4 is 3. So this gets kind of here where I have 4 times x squared times 4x plus times 4 times 3. So I simplified this. This is a good simplification because when I factor a trinomial, I don't want to have a number in front of x squared. So when you don't have a number in front of x squared, the way you factor a trinomial is you look at the last term. My last term is 3. You write the factors of your last term, which for 3 is kind of easy. The factors are 3 and 1. So you're looking at what do you multiply to get 3 and add to be 4. Well, in this case, 3 plus 1 equals 4. So what that means is that I have x minus 3, x plus 3, sorry, and x plus 1. Now, how did I get there? So I got there because whatever factors add to give you that middle term are what goes in the parentheses. Because it's a positive 3 and a positive 1, I know that it's going to be plus. So, oops, I lost it. So let's try another one and see what happens with another one. And this time we're going to make it a little bit easier. We're not going to put a number in front of the x squared. So we're just going to test how well we can factor and determine the middle numbers that are going to have our factors and then have the pieces. So let's do something like x squared plus 8x plus 15. So if I'm looking at x squared plus 8x plus 15, there's nothing in front of the x squared. So that means I can't take a number out. I'm looking at this and 15 has no x by it. So I know that I can't take an x out because somebody doesn't have a dollar. So what I'm doing then is I'm saying, okay, I'm going to factor the trinomial. So I'm going to take the last term and I'm going to write all the factors of 15. Now I'm going to say which of these factors when added together gives me 8. So 15 plus 1 is 16. That's not going to work. And 3 plus 5 is 8. That's a giant check mark because this number is 8. Because they're positive, your parentheses are x plus 3, x plus 5. So that's how you're going to look at this. Now, what happens when somebody is negative? And my factoring handout is really handy. So if you want my factoring handout to go with this video, I can definitely send it. It basically puts these steps in writing. So what happens in the event when I have something like x squared? It seems like it keeps swapping. So what if I have something like, let's say x squared minus 5x minus 6. So I'm not going to change my approach. I'm still going to take the 6 and I'm going to write the factors of 6. And then I'm going to look at which ones are going to add to be negative 5. But here's the problem. This is actually negative 6. So I could have negative 6 times 1, or I could have negative 1 times 6. I could have negative 2 times 3, or I could have negative 3 times 2. So the fact that this is negative gives you more options. So if I do negative 6 plus 1, that gives me negative 5. So that is the answer. But let's just kind of progress through this. If I did negative 2 plus 3, that gives me 1. That doesn't match this middle term. If I did negative 3 plus 2, that gives me negative 1, which again doesn't match that middle term, negative 5. And if I did negative 1 plus 6, that gives me positive 5, which doesn't match. So this is the one that I need. And in the parentheses, 6 is negative, so it's going to go in as minus 6. And then 1 is positive, so it's going to go in as plus 1. And this is my factored statement.